Daily Mussar from Sefer Charedim. It says in Sefer Tehillim, Shiviti Hashem lenegen einai tamid. I always envision Hashem in front of me, always. Yan heyot la'olam chayut v'kiyum me'ashkafat Hashem yitbarach alehem. One needs to understand that the livelihood of this world, of the universe, comes from the HaKadosh Baruch Hu shedding His light on this. She'im rega echad yafsik, if HaKadosh Baruch Hu would stop for 1 minute, yovedu, the world will be destroyed. In other words, HaKadosh Baruch Hu always, constantly feeds this world with an ability to exist. If not, it's gone. You, in return, need to do the same thing. It says, how will it be possible for you? Since HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives you chayut, livelihood all the time, how would it be possible to you would forget HaKadosh Baruch Hu even for a moment? It's an act of ungratefulness. If there is one thing you should learn in your life, is to be grateful. If somebody ever did anything for you, you should never forget that. Why? Because that person stopped at that moment from whatever he was doing for himself and did something for you. How could you ever forget that? Especially if somebody dedicated his life for you. Your Rabbein, those who teach you. To be able to teach, you need a tremendous mesirut hanefesh. Because here you are expected to do something that is out of this world. This world is all, excuse me, you want something from me? How much you paying for it? You want something for free? There's no such thing for free. Told you, go outside in the street, ask for somebody to beat you up, you're fine, not a problem. How much you paying me for this? I don't beat people up for nothing. So if somebody did something for you, you're going to forget? How could you? The Gaon Vilna stood up for his Rebbe who taught him Aleph Bet. Because if this guy would not teach him Aleph Bet, he would not be able to become the Gra. This is the Gaon Vilna. To stand for his Rebbe who taught him how to read and write. So in a way, it's all thanks to him. How could you forget? Whatever is that you want to do, whatever you think that you are to a different league, you're too good for this now. How could you forget what somebody had done for you? Or to you, or to your family? I was thinking, I came back yesterday from Israel. I was really tired. I was up for I don't know how many hours. I was up on the flight. The flight was long, okay? And I was getting ready for the Israel blues. When you come down, there's like a spiritual decline. And I got to tell you this, I have to be grateful for Yonatan. Why? Yonatan yesterday had a wedding. If it wasn't for me to going the wedding and being immersed immediately in a spiritual activity, Simchat Nisuin, there's a Bachur from Yeshiva, Baruch Hashem, building a Bayit Ne'eman B'Yisrael. If it wasn't for the Simcha, for the joy of the wedding, I don't know, I would have been sad. So that is something to remember also, and I'm saying that, thank you to Yonatan. I mean, first of all, Mazal Tov, but thank you to Yonatan. Yes, it goes down to even something like this, to acknowledge. Why is it important? Because if you cannot find it within yourself, the ability to recognize the kindness that somebody had done to you, how would you be able even to start acknowledging to thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It is impossible. And if you think you could do it, you are a fool. I have a father of this Bachor that was in Yeshiva. Every time I see him, every single time I see him, if it wasn't for you, Rabbi, my son would not have been a rabbi today. If it wasn't for you, my son would not. I said, listen, it's okay. He says, no, I have to say it every single time. His son, Baruch Hashem, is a big rabbi now. But he needs to say it. That takes thinking. Are we doing the same thing? Don't take anything for granted. Nothing. Even the little thing. Even an act of chesed that somebody opened the door for you, he held the door so you won't get smacked to your face. Turn around and say, thank you. Thanks. The guy who, was saying, we're going in Israel, I see they open the bags all the time to check you for guns and bombs. I made sure to smile at the people there, to stop for 2 seconds. Saying, how are you today? Are you okay? How's everything? Okay, open the bag. Because he's doing his job. And his job is really for me, for my security. And I acknowledge him as a person. You should see the smiles. People are so nice. They're so happy. Finally somebody says something to them. Or the passport agent in the smile, how are you? How are you today? All of a sudden it changed. I don't know what, bring everything with. Just be nice to a person. Smile, acknowledge him. It's a big step in Avodat Hashem. Without even getting it to the concept of shiviti, to contemplate on Hashem names all the time. It starts with your attitude. Don't ever think that you're too big to say thank you. And especially those who brought you to where you are. Because if it wasn't for certain people, you would be still doing who knows what. Or eating who knows what. Or sleeping with who knows who. So it takes those people in your life. Don't forget those pillars of your life and acknowledge that. Call them. So thank you. Appreciate. Especially those who became a focal point of your life. Because if it wasn't for them, everybody has this person in his life. If it wasn't for this person or the other person, your life could have been a completely, totally different story. Don't you ever forget them, even if you became chief rabbi or whatever. Always call up and say, thank you, I appreciate it. Don't be too good. Even if the guy gives you Mussar and Tochecha, you say thank you because you became who you became only because of them. Don't forget that and continue acknowledging. This is the first step in Yirat Shamayim. You cannot have Yirat Shamayim or claim to have if you cannot say thank you to the smallest, most simpleton person that did something to you or for you. Needless to say, those who actually dedicated their life for you and for your behalf or your family. So, as we said, I'm working right now on maybe sooner than later to work for a yeshiva trip to Israel. So we need to work on that and to make it bigger, to actually start a very organized smicha program for our guys here. So if we'll be able to put this together, don't forget to thank those who would actually put their effort and money so we guys can go and become better at what we do. And regardless of that, be always thankful for the people in the shul or whatever that allowed us to learn and excel. All it takes is, you see, in Israel, in Hebrew it's even easier. In English it says thank you, it's 2 words. In Hebrew is Todah. Todah, in Shim Lehodot, to confess the truth. You know, thank you, it's not only thank you. Ani modeh, I admit. Modeh is I thank you. But also modeh is Ani modeh lefanecha, right? I admit. So when I say in the morning, Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam, it's not I thank you, Hashem, for waking me up in the morning. I acknowledge that you woke me up in the morning. So it's a thank and an acknowledgement as well. There's nothing could be better than that. So start acknowledging, start saying thank you. The world will be a better place. Great day.